It's one of the last good fans that you can find today on Amazon, on eBay, or just TPI store themselves. This fan is still being produced today. The problem is that they no longer support the oil ports. The oil ports are no longer being made on the motors. Yes, it is exactly the same motor. The problem is they no longer support the oil ports. Because I guess they figure most average consumers don't know what that hole is for. So why waste money putting it on there? Only us fan collectors know what it's for and what it's used for. Some people know what it's used for, but the average everyday consumer that buy one of these wouldn't even have a clue what that oil port does. So they don't use it. When the fan locks up, they put it out there, they toss it in the garbage, or someone will come along and get it as a curve, a side, or a curb side, or whatever you want to call it. Side curb. You know, they see it on the side of the curb and it's like, oh, there's a fan on the side of the curb, I'll get it. Probably a fan collector. And then they take it home and realize that the only thing it needed was oil. They threw away a perfectly good fan and all it needed was oil. Well, that's because they're an average consumer. They're not a fan collector and they don't know crap about an oil port. So to save on some money, TPI, like so many stinking companies today, has stopped adding oil ports to the motor, which makes it very difficult for people like me that don't know crap about pulling the motor apart and going through all that trouble. So I'm glad that mine still have oil port at the time. Even my 18s still have oil ports at the time. Well, the entire fleet of them today no longer supports that. Not even the iLiving 20-inch model, which is still being produced today, no longer supports the oil port for that same reason. All that aside, all that said, let's run this at full power. Now, if you're like Jordan Yu or Tori the Fan Man or any of those folks that know how to pull a motor apart and give it oil, and you don't mind going through all that trouble, pulling it apart and doing all that work, yeah, it'll last you. But if you want it easy, I'm sorry, it's not going to be like that no more. You're going to get it without it now. It's easy on me. Jordan has one like this, and he has the other 12 without it. But like I said, Jordan knows how to open up the motors, and it's not a problem for him. Okay? His 18 has it. His 24 don't have it. Again, he knows how to open up the motors, and it's not a problem for him. Enjoy the video. Spin down. These fans are sort of like the patents of old. They got that kind of power, like the 12-inch patent. The 18s kind of got like the 14s and maybe the 18s and basically the 20-inch patents of old. So unfortunately, the other thing they did to the motor on these 12s is they lessened the amperage. On the 12-inch, the motor is 1.22 amps. On the new ones, without the oil port, the motor is 1.0 amp. Now, I don't know what it is on the 18s. I don't know what it is on the 24 or all the other models. I don't have that. But from what I understand and what I saw on Amazon and reading the ratings, I thought, wow, now they're cheating you out of the amperage, which means they're cheating you out of the wattage and the power of the fan. It's still a decent fan. It's just, I don't know, they're just cutting corners now. They're going cheap. But the build quality is still there. Don't let what I'm telling you now prevent you from getting this fan. This is probably one of the best fans on the market you can still get today besides all the junk out there. Don't let that stop you. You just have to be one of those people that are willing to open up the motor when it comes time to oil it. Other than that, this is a really good fan. It's heavy duty. It's really strong. It's well balanced. Get yourself one today. They're still selling it on Amazon. Problem is they don't sell it out here to California anymore because they got that stupid sign that says, oh, we're not able to ship it out here to California because it don't meet the California requirements for blah, 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 blah. So now you can't even get it out here no more. Or we can send it to a different address. Okay, so I got mine before all that garbage started happening. The good news is if you live out here in California, you can still buy this brand new on eBay and they won't feed you all that baloney like Amazon would. So you should be able to get the 12s and the 18s on eBay. All right, thanks for watching. The Fan Man and out.